Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, in case you haven't heard, on the other channel, one of my very good friends and ardent supporters of this channel, Annie, who is also known as Lady Annie of the Desert, has passed away. She was very generous to me in her time and gifts. And one of the gifts she sent me was this cute pop art Lenormand deck. So today, all my readings are focused around her memory. Whether it be bees, she would call me a queen bee and send me all kinds of little bee things, or just little gifts like this, little decks. It's she certainly will be missed. Strange thing, nobody smokes in my house. We're all non-smokers, and Annie was a real strong smoker, 2 pack a day smoker, and I was always after her to quit smoking. And when I came into the tarot room, I could smell cigarette smoke, so I know she's here with us. So let's get this reading going. As you know, you saw the thumbnail and get on with it, Shanta. This is Mr. President Trump's birthday. So I want to read on, let's just see how his birthday, his 1 year trip around the sun is going to go June 14th, 2025 to June 13th, 2026 for Donald J. Trump, his birthday reading. Donald J. Trump. And I've opened up readings, one question only. I'm doing about 20 a week. And so I open it up, and when the 20 are gone for the week, the 20 are gone, and I reset it on the next week. So if you're interested in one question reading, then just click on the, just check next. I'll put the link in the description box, and you can just check on Monday to see if there are any left. And if you have more than one question, just book 2 questions in a row, and I'll do them both at the same time. All right, that's out of the way. Donald J. Trump, his birthday reading. Okay. House, White House. White House, sorry for some of you who want him impeached. Wow, Scythe. Something is ending for him quickly. The key, that's the key to the house. Fish, which is making money. The tree, which is his health. He may need surgery this year. The whip. Wow, the mountain. The ship. The bear. His efforts will bear fruit. The man. The dog. Oh, a good friend. And the moon. A well-respected good friend. Ooh, the cross. Well, he didn't get the coffin, so the coffin and the cross. All right, I think he's going to need some kind of sudden surgery, or he's overseas and he's going to need a sudden surgery, or he's overseas and his health suddenly goes bad, or he's overseas and he has to be rushed home for because of health problems. It's something that he is definitely overseas, right? We have the site, the ship, and the tree, and the tree is your health. And so to me, it's he's traveling. While he's traveling, there'll be a sudden health problem. There'll be a sudden health problem. All right, he's got a lot of things to overcome around the White House. Like, he's going to be extremely busy, and he's going to have a lot of obstacles in his way. He's going to make great money this year. Like, his money picture is definitely turning around, and it's going to be like anything he puts his hand to will make money, like, and a fortune. The fish and the bear and the key together is fortune. So he definitely has a fortune coming. It's later in the second half of the year. He has a great friend who is well established and esteemed. Almost wondering if this is JD Vance. I Because this is a loyal friend, and I'm wondering, could it be Elon coming back? What would be closer to the end of next year? So it'd be right, because if you think this is a quarters of his year, it'd be closer to his next birthday, so next spring. But I'm thinking that it's somebody who's really loyal. The only reason I'm saying Elon is because it could be somebody from overseas and somebody who is already wealthy and works around the White House. So it could be Elon, but we have to remember JD Vance was a Marine, right? And the C, of course, is Mar. And sometimes you have to look at the cards like this. You have to see what the cards are trying to tell you. He definitely has some crosses to bear this year with this cross. That's what the cross is. It's crosses to bear, that you have these things. And I think this is all around the White House here, with the obstacle and the cross and the whip and the cross. And I think there's going to be a lot of obstacles for him to bear. Now, a lot of you are looking forward to the elections in 26. And of course, this only goes up until his birthday in 26. So I don't know what's going on there. Could this house and whip mean a move? Absolutely, because he does have the key on here. So we could see him move out of the White House. And to me, that would have something to do with this illness that is here. I don't see there's going to be any issues with his marriage or his children. I don't see anything like that on here at all. I think there's is a strict warning here about something suddenly coming into his life while he's not at home, and it's health based. It could include surgery. It could include surgery. And I think it's something he's had for a very long time. The cross is a very long time. So it could be, I think I've done readings on him before, heart problems. It could be a stroke, could be a stroke, uh, that kind of thing. High blood pressure, something like that. It'll be very sudden though, very sudden, and it could take him out of the White House, and perhaps that's the good friend that steps in. He is on track to make a lot of money this year, whether that's for the country or for his own personal. Well, we're reading his personal. So whatever investments he has is going to do very well. Like, I'm talking big fortune, big fortune. Um, and that's why I think this might be Elon coming back, because this is somebody who's quite wealthy, who knows how to make a lot of money, and is very loyal to him. And you might say, well, what he just did wasn't very loyal. That doesn't mean you can't make a mistake. I don't think Trump gives anybody second chances, but he might in this case. Something to do, you think about the moon, and that's another reason I think it's Elon, is because of space, right? And this lightning bolt coming down, just the ideas that he has, and it's the supposed IQ that he has, or the, you know, uh, he says he has Asperger's, so there's lots around the head here. And I think that, he's apologized, and I think he might spend the next year trying to get back into Trump's good graces, and it will kind of happen. I'm thinking Trump might have like a stroke, and not a stroke of good luck. Or something happens to his head. Some kind of injury, or some kind of impact around the head area. He could make some really good money in real estate this year. Buying and selling could make really good money, actually. Um, yeah, if I were him, wouldn't be doing too much traveling. There's like big indications here that Traveling might not be a good idea, or there's obstacles like, perhaps the plane needs refueling or some such thing. Now, his efforts oversee, so, if he does a Zoom meeting with the people in Ukraine, Russia, or does a Zoom meeting with the stuff in the Middle East or that kind of thing, that will go really well for him this year. Really well. His efforts will bear fruit in that department. Absolutely, 100%. But he's got a lot of, he's got to shed a lot of the crosses that he has to bear um, this year. They'll be, very prominent. He's also got somebody on the other side looking out for him. Yeah, his health is going to be the biggest obstacle. That's what I mean with it might be something he's had for a very long time, but this is the year it creates problems for him. I'm almost seeing him like with a cane. Interesting, this bear, I keep getting Russia for some reason. Um, that will become an ally because it's around the house. And that Russia, of course, is overseas, right? And doing business together, doing some kind of business with Russia. And of course, the moon is China. So perhaps he comes up with some kind of deal for Russia and China that does really well for, um, makes money for everybody. This might sound funny, and this is way, way far off, but these cards would be indicative of like a big lottery win. Right? Surprising, out of the blue money. He's his whatever he is working on or has worked on is going to be extremely successful. So it'll be a great money for money year for him. Let's see, and that's about all I can see. I don't know about you, but this White House is just almost like poking me in my third eye here. So there's really something about the White House. And I know that's where he works and lives, but there's something that is that'll change. Like we've got, when you have the house and the key, that's a move, and with the whip too, that's a sudden move. Like the scythe, the house, and the key, that's a sudden move that you do not see coming, and you have to move fast, right? Um, so something about a house this year will be, yeah. And I think by the end, before we get to his next birthday, Elon will be another big part of his life, right? And you think dog. Here's the smart man and space. That's why I'm getting. I just really like to show you guys where I get my things from. Religion could really play a big part in his life this year, and I know he's a Christian who he goes to church. Let's put it that way. Maybe he might be praying to get his health in order. All right. Well, there you go. Happy birthday, Mr. Trump. Wherever you are, uh, please take good care of yourself and watch yourself in the comments. I'd hate to be blocking you because you didn't like what the reading said. YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Take good care. Bye.